In the heart of ancient Damascus lived a man named Hassan, a merchant whose name echoed in the alleys like the sound of clinking gold. His business stretched from the markets of Cairo to the ports of Aden. Wealth was his companion, and ambition his guide. Yet despite all he owned, Hassan's heart had grown cold to things he could not hold: faith, kindness, and the unseen hand of fate. He believed that a man made his own fortune, and that mercy was a tool for the weak. His servants feared him, his rivals envied him, and his customers respected him, but no one loved him. One evening, as Hassan sat counting coins by lamplight, a messenger arrived with news that would stir his restless soul. A grand caravan from Yemen, carrying rare spices, pearls, and silk, was making its way across the southern desert. If Hassan could intercept it, he could purchase the goods before they reached the market and double his wealth. Without hesitation, he packed gold, provisions, and his finest horses. With 5 of his most trusted men, he ventured south into the vast, unforgiving desert. The first day was smooth, the second harsh. On the third, a sandstorm roared in from the horizon like an angry sea. The wind howled and the sky vanished in a swirl of gold and brown. The storm separated the men. Hassan shouted for his companions, but the wind swallowed every word. The sand bit his face, and his water flask fell and vanished beneath the dunes. Alone and exhausted, he walked without direction. His lips cracked, his skin burned, and his heart sank. He began to pray, not out of faith, but desperation. As dusk fell, he spotted a faint light in the distance. Dragging his feet toward it, he found a small tent glowing dimly beneath the moonlight. A man emerged, draped in white, with a long silver beard and a gaze that seemed to pierce through time. "Come," the man said. "You are safe here." Inside the tent, there was no gold, no silk, only a worn mat, a clay jug of water, and a small bowl of dates. But to Hassan, it felt like a palace. He devoured the food and drank deeply. The man watched silently, then asked, "Why are you here alone in this vast desert?" Hassan replied, "I seek wealth. A caravan from Yemen. I plan to meet it before the others." The man nodded. "And what do you seek beyond wealth?" "Nothing," Hassan said bluntly. "Wealth is all." The man chuckled softly. "Then why do your eyes speak of emptiness?" Hassan frowned. "I am tired, that's all." The man leaned forward. "There are 2 kinds of travelers, those who seek the world and those who seek themselves. Few know when they switch paths." That night Hassan lay awake. The storm outside had passed, but inside him a storm had begun. Who was this man? Why did his words sting like truth? Before dawn, Hassan prepared to leave. The man handed him a single gold coin, old and worn. "This," the man said, "is not for buying. It is for remembering." "Remembering what?" Hassan asked. "That life is not measured by what you carry in your purse, but by what you carry in your soul." With no answers, Hassan rode on. He eventually reunited with his men. When they reached the caravan, it was too late. The best goods were gone. He returned to Damascus, his gold still heavy, but his spirit lightened. In the weeks that followed, Hassan changed. He built a fountain in the poorest district of the city. When asked why, he said, "So the thirsty don't pray for rain. They find water already flowing." He forgave a merchant who had once cheated him. He gave work to widows and food to orphans. He still traded, but no longer hoarded. He smiled more. He listened. Years later, a young boy asked him, "Master Hassan, how did you become so loved?" Hassan reached into his robe and pulled out the old coin. "A stranger gave me this," he said. "He told me that real wealth is not what you take, it's what you leave." And when Hassan passed away, the city mourned, not for the merchant he was, but for the man he became.